Boy, was that meal good. I really enjoyed the salmon. I really can't believe today has actually come. I've been talking about this day with Ruby since we were little. There was one time when we were about 13, she came over to my house in the middle of the summer, and we laid on the dock and looked at the stars and talked about life. Now, that really doesn't happen very often with 13-year-olds, but that was one of those moments that you're just going to remember forever. But then, after we got done talking about life, we decided to do a 13-year-old thing and go skinny dipping. So we jumped in the lake, we're swimming around, and then promptly realized that there was a mass of weeds right off the end of the dock. So basically we got stuck in weeds while we were skinny dipping and came out and we were just covered in slime, and it was supposed to be fun, but it wasn't exactly the best moment. But what I did take away from that day is that those little moments are the ones that matter. And one of those little moments was when Ruby met Michael. Now, everyone in our school did not approve of this. They were a little confused. Michael was older than Ruby, and he was also not really her type. Well, not the type that she'd been dating. But maybe that was what she needed, and clearly it was. They got along immediately, and they never really had any road bumps. They hung out with each other all the time. They just looked in love, and that's really rare in high school. Then graduation day came for Michael, and it was one of the hardest days for Ruby I've ever seen her have to go through. She was just bawling. We had to remind her that just because you graduate doesn't mean that your relationship has to end. Then, when she graduated, she was ecstatic, obviously, because she gets to start her life with her Michael. Now, they're going to join their lives together, forever. After she graduated, she moved to Montana with Michael, and let me tell you, that was an adventure. I got a lot of phone calls about just different happenings. There was one I can remember where she called me, she told me, the sink broke, there's water everywhere, we have a bunch of water all over the floor, the basement's flooded, I don't know what to do. And I was like, call a frickin' plumber! Why are you calling me? I don't know anything about sinks. But clearly she called me first. Anyways, after that she called the plumber, and they got the problem solved. But the thing is, she called me about little things like that, and that's what matters. We kept our friendship alive through the distance by talking about little happenings in our life. I told her about all of my hard college classes, how much I hated organic chemistry. She told me about, Michael farts when he sleeps, because that's how in love they were. He made the bed stink. Michael treats her like a princess. I've never seen a man treat a woman the way Michael treats her. But now that they're married, he must treat her like a queen, and he better, or I'm going to be giving him some phone calls. I hope the two stay together forever. I hope they have lots of babies. I hope they're happy. I hope they're healthy. And I hope this marriage is the best thing that could have ever happened to them. Have a nice night.